Hello and welcome to the Spacewalker live sessions in which I will present OmniAccess Stellar Remote Access Point, or RAP, guidelines. Stellar Secure Remote Access Point allow API users at remote locations an easy way to connect to their corporate offices over the Internet. In this video, I will focus on use cases of RAP in enterprise and a key point of design to consider to meet the needs of users and equipment connected remotely to their offices. At the agenda side, first we will see the main use cases of RAP in enterprise. We will then review the architecture of Stellar RAP in release 404. Stellar RAP is managed both by OmniVista and OVSirius release 462, and we will see the key point of configuration of Stellar RAP: how to convert an IP to remote IP, how to manage VPN appliance, and the management at main office with OmniVista. Finally, we will conclude on what to remember about RAP Stellar solution and the benefits brought by the solution.
OmniAccess Stellar RAP solution enables the deployment of complete LAN, WLAN enterprise remote networks across the Internet, which is not secure, or over WAN. Using OmniAccess Stellar Access Point and OmniSwitches over the 1 Gigabit Ethernet, Stellar RAP solution allows the following configurations: a standalone extension for remote workers with access to corporate application and corporate voice from the main office. The use of Wi-Fi 6 AP1301H is perfect for remote office. With 2 Gigabit ports and 3 Gigabit downlink ports, it allows the remote LAN and WLAN connection of corporate equipment, including an IP phone. AP1301H also allows mobile users to connect anywhere with a simple access Internet. The RAP supports temporary remote configurations. With a 2260 L2 Plus OmniSwitch connected to the 1 Gigabit downlink port of the RAP, it enables remote users and equipment to connect to the networks and corporate applications. RAP can support small office extensions. Remote users and equipment connect to corporate applications and to the corporate communication server from the main office, with corporate VLANs included and with equivalent access policies. On the headquarters side, the management is centralized with OmniVista 2500, with the possibility of managing different extensions for different customers. The solution is based on a WireGuard VPN technology, with a VPN appliance installed in the data center in main office. RAP gives the possibility to manage different VPN endpoints for different customers. The main benefits of Stellar RAP solution are the simplicity of deployment with a simple RAP pre-configured by IT, the full mobility for users and devices for different branch offices. RAP can connect to any type of routers, customer premise router and ISP's router. VPN data rate match with most recent Internet links and small office throughput requirements. From an architecture point of view, I want to highlight in this slide the following points concerning the RAP architecture with AVOS release 404 and OmniVista release 462. The Stellar RAP is managed in enterprise mode. For the remote sites, once the RAP is configured with VPN endpoints, the access point contacts its server and automatically establishes the VPN management tunnel. All control traffic is sent back to the main office. Different modes can be defined on our website for data traffic and are all on SSID basis in enterprise mode. The tunnel mode, where corporate traffic is sent back to the main office, and the split mode for the traffic that is local or routed locally to the Internet. The RAP acts as a router for local traffics, and local routes are defined on SSID basis. The SSID broadcasted in a remote site are corporate ones, and management is identical to the SSIDs in main office. At main office side and customer existing network, the VPN appliance installation is done in data center without license, with VPN endpoints and RAP network management. VPN installation can be done with or without corporate firewall. The RAP management is done with OV2500 and is on SSID basis, with one or more SSID for wrap. It allows the assignment of L2GRE tunnel to the SSIDs, the assignment of access profile to API group for UNP configuration for the wrap downlink ports, the assignment of corporate VLANs, tagged or untagged, and with QoS ACL enforcement with OmniVista DPI application monitoring function. A wrap consumes only one IP license in OV2500. In the following slide, we show an example where we use two networks already in place in main office. The configuration is done for VPN server behind corporate firewall and is entirely done in data center. The site is already managed in enterprise mode with OmniVista for LAN and WLAN. A subnet is dedicated to the management of equipment in enterprise mode with OmniVista in VLAN 1305, and a subnet is dedicated to the employee and corporate Wi-Fi client in VLAN 30. I want to highlight the key management and configuration points for deploying wrap in this network with OmniVista release 4.6. First of all, the conversion of a Stellar IP to wrap is always done by the administrator from the main office before providing the wrap to the user. The IP must first be declared as a wrap in OV-Sirius using its serial number and MAC address. Then connect to the OVC instance to be registered and provisioned with the following VPN informations: the IP addresses of the VPN server, list of wrap endpoints for this server, and the encryption keys. OV-Sirius sends VPN endpoints information to the wrap to allow it to reach OV2500 through VPN management tunnel. This VPN endpoints configuration will also be exported to set up VPN management services in VPN server. VPN server configuration. All VPN VE management in main office is done via VPN server console. Once VPN VM is installed, the console is accessible from the hypervisor. The slide highlights key management points to be performed on the server. The first step is to set up basic settings and define network interface: Ethernet 0 with the public address of the server, and Ethernet 1 connected to the VLAN 1305 with the private address of the server. We also declare the default gateway for this VLAN. We create the SSH and SFTP services for this management, as well as declaration of DNS and NTP server for the internet access. The configuration of VPN network services in the server is done in the second step, applying VPN endpoints files. Endpoints files are generated with OV-Sirius and OmniVista 2500 and imported into the VPN server. The VPN services for the wrap management is creating using the wrap endpoints file on server IP defined in the .conf file that was generated with OV-Sirius. L2GRE services for the data traffic are created using the L2GRE endpoint files defined in the .conf file that was generated with OV2500. L2GRE termination are reached on the Ethernet 2 interface connected to the client's networks. Additionally, routes and address translation rules can be added in the server. Such additional settings are usually done for main office that do not have a corporate firewall server. This slide gives an overview of the action to do on on-premise OV2500 in main office. At this stage, with the wrap connected on the remote side, the VPN management tunnel can be established. The first action on the VI OVE is to declare a default route to allow OVE to reach wrap. In our example, the default gateway is a private IP address 1305.251 of the server for the VPN network 168.0.0. L2GRE endpoints configuration for the L2GRE services for data is created in OmniVista. This configuration will be imported into the VPN server to manage L2GRE services. For monitoring client application on the wrap, and enforce QoS and SEL, the application visibility of OVE has more than 2,000 signatures that can be activated on DPI module of RAP. These QoS and access policies will be assigned to the client corporate access role profiles. Regarding the management of SSIDs and IP group for RAP, an access profile is created to push UNP configuration and the RAP downlink ports. This configuration will be assigned to the IP group for RAP. Finally, SSIDs for the RAP are created on OVE with L2GRE tunnel assignment, with IRP assignment with RAP access policies, with assignment of VLANs, and definition of local breakouts if needed. SSIDs are finally assigned to the IP group. On this slide, we detail the useful points for the deployment of VPN VA in data center. The VPN server appliance can be downloaded from ILI MyPortal website. There is no license for VPN installation in data center. The IP license of OV2500 covers the deployment of Stellar RAP. The VA can be deployed on A6i hypervisor or on Microsoft Hyper-V. There is one OVF file for the VE and two VMDK files for disks. With the latest VA 4.5R1 version, 4 configurations are supported depending on Stellar RAP deployment. The table communicates the associated virtual hardware resources. The minimum requirements for VA installation are a quad-core processor, 10 GB of virtual disk, and a minimum of 2 GB of memory. If an SXI server is required, whether it is SXI in data center or on an appliance, the server must support at least SXI version 6.5. The high availability mode of VA is only available under VMware environment, supporting the VMware HA clustering features. It is recommended to deploy a VPN VA in HA mode for configuration exceeding 250 wraps. New WAP features in AVOS 404. Split tunneling. The local routes at the remote site are defined on a SSID basis, and all routes are aggregated in the RAP. The RAP acts as a gateway for the client traffic, and any specific routing must be requested to the IT. For Stellar RAP access points that need to manage downlink ports at the remote site, a UNP configuration defined in OV2500 and assigned to each port of RAP. All corporate VLANs transit in bypass mode on downlink ports for the remote wired traffic. For the Wi-Fi 6 AP1301H, the Ethernet 1, the Ethernet 2, and Ethernet 3 can be managed as downlink. The Stellar RAP can now connect to the latest dual-stack ISP routers supporting IPv6 addressing. The recommended configuration for the MTU, NTCP, MSS, GRE, and WireGuard are then the ones recommended in the table.
In conclusion, we have seen in broad outline how to design, how to deploy a RAP solution with OmniAccess Stellar. Stellar RAP is a cost-effective, highly available, and fully multi-site solution for remote sites. Designed in data center and managed in enterprise mode with OmniVista from the main office. We have seen the management of the VPN appliance in the data center, the management of RAP client networks with OmniVista 2500, as well as a RAP provisioning to the users with OVSirius. We have talked about deployment of VIA VPN in data center. WireGuard is the most recent and powerful open source VPN technology and the most powerful in the market for the enterprise. Finally, we have seen how Stellar RAP architecture meets the needs of various workplaces, from the most autonomous, such as remote worker, to effective SMB branch offices. It allows users and equipment to connect to their corporate applications with the same level of services as at main office, and with the same quality of service and policies. Keep enjoying your Spacewalker live event. I am looking forward to interacting with you on this and other topics on the Spacewalker platform. Take care and see you soon.